Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Pelipper! Pelipper, always a solid safe swap option in the open Great League, especially with all of the fighters running rampant in the Great League. Pelipper is amazing because it does run wing attack, which can really do super effective damage to those fighters and grass types, and it is quite spammy with the Weather Ball moveset. And of course, it has tremendous nuke potential with the threat of the Hurricane. Pelipper is an example of the perfect balance of bait opportunities and nuke moves with stab. Always amazing on the safe swap. And you want to draw out those ice and steel types so that Tropius doesn't have to see them. Tropius is in the back to close some games out for us and to provide an added layer of coverage on the fighters so that Stunfisk doesn't have to see them. Stunfisk, always a very powerful lead option. It is about as strong and powerful as a Pokemon gets. No matter the league, whether it be Great League or Ultra League, Stunfisk always shines because it is amazing. Stunfisk is meant to pick up those Ice-type leads and those Steel-type leads. It is always amazing. But without further ado, before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. Terrible lead in Scrafty going into Pelipper, and they're staying in a little bit. Guys, generally when they do that, hold on to your energy for a little bit because they're usually trying to set up a catch, and they do successfully catch onto an Azumarill. That is about as good of a catch as you'll ever get. Nice play on their end. Gonna shield up the potential Ice Beam here. It does hit Pelipper for neutral, but Pelipper's not known for its bulk. So we do want to at least threaten with a Hurricane, and we're gonna get it off, but no, they shield. They really want to flip switch, and I don't blame them, guys, as Scrafty absolutely dominates Stunfisk. And gonna let this go. They did build up to a potential play rough, but I don't think that it KOs. Gonna try and get to that second Hurricane, but we just can't get there. Oh man, that was rough. But gonna come back in with our Stunfisk and look to take out the Azumarill here. I'm gonna tank this. We know that they are now running Ice Beam Play Rough. Don't have to shield anything from the Azumarill. And just gonna overload by quite a bit and then throw the Earthquake here. I don't imagine they shield this as they want to get that Scrafty on our Stunfisk, and they do let it go, fully expecting the Scrafty to come back in. So it is Tropius time, and running Air Slash, that absolutely chunks. And they've got a Trevenant in the back, so this is the beauty of running Tropius. It is quite bulky and can absolutely tank a potential Shadow Ball from Trevenant, but they bait us because we knew that Scrafty had loaded energy, so we shield it and they bait. And for this battle, and I think maybe one other battle, we were experimenting with Stomp just because, you know, I'm kind of a fan of running good moves. And Aerial Ace is one of the worst moves in the game, but this was one of those situations where Aerial Ace would have really came in handy, and you could argue that same idea with Scrafty as well. So they are at a foul play. Gonna tank this. Like I said, Tropius is quite bulky, and that foul play with Stab doesn't do a whole lot. Gonna go for the Leaf Blade here. Our Air Slashes are absolutely chunking. Shields are down, and they do get to another move. But if you guys remember, we did bag some energy on our G-Fisk, and we were just one mud shot off from the Rock Slide. So even though they did catch our Weather Ball, they're going to catch a Rock Slide as we say bye-bye to the Scrafty. Stunfisk coming in clutch, closing it strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. So as you can see, it's a pretty solid double flyer team as it has lots of flexibility, allowing you to work out of lead losses like we saw in that last battle. But we had a solid lead in Skarmory. They make a play into Shadow AWAC, and it is Pelipper time, guys. This is where Pelipper really shines in the Open Great League with the rise in usage of very strong fire types like Shadow AWAC and Shadow K9. Pelipper really dominates the fire types, and we did shield up the Shadow Bone and going for Weather Ball number 1 after overloading by quite a bit, and they shield that. Holy smokes. I was not expecting them to shield that, so we're going to tank this Shadow Bone, knowing that we are resisting these fire spins, and we have back-to-back Weather Balls here. Gonna go for Weather Ball number 2. This would KO if they let it go, and they shield again. Holy smokes, they are trying their very best to flip this mid-game matchup, but it is not going to happen because we're saying bye-bye to the AWAC with another Weather Ball. Pelipper is amazing, and they've got a Swampert in the back. Oh my goodness, guys, Pelipper is popping off in the Great League. You'd love to see it. We get to another Weather Ball, and that's just icing on the cake. That does loads of neutral damage to the Swampert, and it is Tropius time, guys. Gonna tank whatever this is. Tropius is quite bulky. We tank that Sludge Wave, no problem. Gonna look to get to a Leaf Blade, but they catch. They make a beautiful catch because we overfarmed anticipating that, and they still managed to do it. That is okay because we can lock down this Skarmory here. Skarmory can do nothing to our Stunfisk. We are resisting everything that they could possibly throw. So just gonna overload by quite a bit. We always want to overload on Skarmory because once we take it out, we want to be able to throw a Rock Slide at that low health Swampert. We go for Rock Slide number 1. Gonna overload again, and we're tanking everything from this Skarmory because we know that Swampert does have a loaded Hydro Cannon, so we do need to preserve a shield. They're going to go for another Sky Attack, or Brave Bird this time. That's okay. We tank it all, no problem. And they look to combo play. Never a good idea to combo play when your opponent still has a shield up because they can easily shield and you just wasted your energy. But that is okay. They are trying their very best, but it's not going to help them because we're saying bye-bye to the Swampert, and that Skarmory is still relatively healthy. We do still have a Rock Slide, and they are just one Air Slash off from another Sky Attack, and we're going for this Rock Slide, and we're saying bye-bye to the Skarmory. Stunfisk, good game, well played. So far, so good with the double flyers behind G-Fisk. It's always a fun time. And here we go, picking up a decent lead in Wall Rain. We, of course, can hit this Wall Rain for super effective damage with our Rock Slides. But the thing is they don't have stab, and Stunfisk doesn't hit very hard. But it chunks quite a bit on the Wall Rain. But Wall Rain can absolutely threaten with its coverage move of Earthquake. Gonna let this go, and it is the Earthquake. They're going for the Jugular as they make a play into a Trevenant. So we go into Tropius, guys, and these Air Slashes are absolutely chunking this Trevenant here. Like I said, Tropius has a very solid matchup against Trevenant. As you can see there, we tanked that Shadow Ball, no problem. And gonna go for the Aerial Ace here and try and take out the Trevenant here. If they let it go, of course it would KO, but no, they are trying to flip switch advantage here. This is just a Seed Bomb, gonna let this go. We double resist this Seed Bomb, and we hang on, and can we farm this thing down? But we simultaneously KO. This is always tricky and nerve-wracking. How do you choose the right Pokemon? You just gotta go with your gut, and we made the right call. They got a Medicham in the back. It's a thing of beauty, guys. Tropius is actually absolutely chunking with these super effective wing attacks, and we're gonna go for the Weather Ball on the CMP tie to the potential Psychic. And that was the CMP tie. Gonna shield this. They went for the Jugular once. Likely that they do go for it again. And we had some loaded energy as they make an aggressive play back in the Wall Ring. Gonna put the pressure on the large cuddly Walrus with a Rock Slide. And we grab that final shield. That is amazing. They do farm us down, but we did have some residual energy. Gonna overload by a little bit and go for the Weather Ball. Really hoping this KOs. Wall Rain is too bulky, guys. It does not KO. Is there anything more rage-inducing than your opponent's Pokemon holding on by 1 HP, allowing them to spam you with charge attacks when you really need it to KO. Nothing more rage-inducing than that, but we press on. We do shield that up. The Medicham is energy dry, and we get to this Weather Ball. Pelipper, man, coming in clutch, sweeping the game, putting the team on its back, allowing us to say bye-bye to the Medicham. Pelipper is amazing. Even with the nerf to Weather Ball, it still does quite good. Good game, well played. Had a blast with the bonus battles. As we move into the featured set of the video, we are met with a Trevenant. Pretty neutral league. Gonna go in the Pelipper here. Like I said, guys, his wing attacks really chunk with some very nice super effective fast spin pressure on the grass type Trevenant. Gonna let this go. Just a seed bomb, not a problem. We did hold on to our energy, and they make a play in the wall range. So this is what Pelipper is on this team to do, guys. Draw out the ice types and the steel types, so that Stunfisk can come in, take it out, and Tropius can shine in the end game. That is how this team is designed, and it is working to perfection. They decide to throw some energy here. They definitely could have farmed down, but that is okay. We will take the shield advantage, and this could absolutely be an Earthquake, so we will respect the Earthquake, and that is a good shield that would have done loads of super effective damage to us. And just going to overload a little bit and go for the Rock Slide. It does not KO the Wall Rain, but hopefully we're hoping that we can mud shot this Wall Rain down. We will have to tank an Icicle Spear. That is fine. This is, of course, just an Icicle Spear. They did not build up to an Earthquake. And gonna go for the aggressive farm down, but no, they hang on with 1 HP yet again. What is with these Wall Rains hanging on to terrorize our existence? It is so frustrating, but it is what it is. We are still relatively healthy. They come in with a Swampert. It's Tropius time. This is what I love about Tropius, guys. So many teams are double weak to Tropius. It is a thing of beauty as we are chunking with these super effective air slashes. Gonna go for the resisted Leaf Blade. It is the more energy efficient move, and although resisted, it's enough to take out the Trevenant. Gonna shield this up. They did build up to a Shadow Ball, and we do successfully shield up the hard-hitting Shadow Ball, allowing us to farm down, leaving with a loaded Leaf Blade. And as we all know, guys, Swampert faints at the mere sight of a blade of grass as we say bye-bye to the spammy Swampert with a Leaf Blade. That was super satisfying. Tropius coming in clutch, closing it strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, it's always nice when a classic ABB line works as intended. It is a thing of beauty. And here we go, picking up the most neutral lead you could possibly find, and that is a mirror matchup. Oh, I don't like mirror matchups, but we have to stay in here. We don't want the Stunfisk anywhere near our 2 flyers in the back, so we're going to have to play this game of chicken. We do successfully call the Rock Slide bait. Going to go for the EQ and see what they want to do. They do shield. That is amazing, getting an early shield advantage with our Stunfisk. This could be an Earthquake, but they could double bait, as they generally do in the mirror matchups. We're not messing around, guys. Some battlers would look to bait here, but, you know, we're not baiting. We're taking out the Stunfisk. Not here for that baiting nonsense. And they've got a Trevenant and an Azumarill in the back, guys. Do you see what I mean? Once you get the ice or steel type out of the way, Tropius can absolutely dominate. So many teams, double weak to the flying banana tree here. And this could be a potential Ice Beam, but we are tanky, guys. We tank that double super effective Ice Beam, no problem. And we're going to look to get off a super effective Leaf Blade here on the Azumarill. They can tank it, and can we farm this thing down? We can. Holy smokes, Tropius OP. And all they have left is that Trevenant. And so, due to our extreme bulk, guys, we hang on long enough to threaten with a resisted Leaf Blade. It's resisted, but it chunks quite a bit on the squishy Trevenant. Gonna throw G-Fisk in here to soak the energy that they farmed off of our Tropius here. It is the Shadow Ball. That is fine. Gonna threaten that last shield with a neutral Rock Slide. It wouldn't KO, but it would... Yeah, actually, that would KO from that range. So it's Pelipper time. We show them Pelipper. Anytime you want to top left, my friend, go for it. And they do, as it was lights out for them. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played to our opponent. I'd imagine a lot more of us have Tropius now that we had Go Fest, where it became available to everyone. So if you have one, definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. And here we go, Shadow Walrein on the lead. Always scary going up against the Shadow Walrein, as this thing is quite spammy and hits quite a bit harder while maintaining a decent amount of its bulk in its shadow form. We go for the Rock Slide. They tank that. They did build well past an EQ, so we're going to call this. Generally, when they do that, they're looking to bait, and we do successfully call the bait. Going to go for another Rock Slide and put the pressure on the large Cuddly Walrus here, and they do shield. That is amazing. Going to make a play in the Pelipper, because at that point, we could have been taken out by another Icicle Spear. Going to tank this. We can tank the Icicle Spear, no problem, and try and get to a Weather Ball to take out the Walrein here. Yeah, this will definitely KO, although resisted, but they shield. Holy smokes. What do they have in the back? That is insane. Gonna shield this. Next Icicle Spear, that would KO, and they make a play into Sableye. So, gonna go for a Weather Ball, and we're in a little bit of danger here because this Sableye could easily tank this, and they don't have a choice. Shields are down, but they can easily farm us down and really shred with those Shadow Claws with Stab. So gonna bring in Tropius here to soak all this damage that they farmed off of our Pelipper here. They could have gone return, but they look to bait, trying to get that last shield. They bait with a foul play. And this could be a return here. And guys, I should have saw it coming and committed the shield, because it is the return and that does a lot of damage. And when I saw that they did that, I just, I waved the white flag. Not going to shield this. Just going to let them take us out. They did very well. We should have committed the shield, but it would have been an uphill battle either way. They had a Nidoqueen in the back. Just didn't get the right alignment for the team this time. Good game, well played. Oh, Pelipper and Stunfisk brings me back to the good old days when you could pair Pelipper and Stunfisk and absolutely dominate. And you can still do that, as we've got a Bastiodon lead. That's about as good a lead as you can get. And oh, they've got a Shadow Razor lead for, oh, you're running Grass Hole. We got the answer for that in the form of Tropius. They were not here for that, as they top left at the immediate site of our Tropius. Good game, well played. Oh, this team loves to see the double Razor Leaf for line. It is a thing of beauty. And here we go, picking up a Registeel on the lead. Nice shiny Registeel. They do outpace to the super effective Focus Blast, but we can absolutely fight back with the threat of the super effective Earthquake. So, gonna tank this. Some Registeel's bait with that Zap Cannon, but that is okay. We do tank that, and they catch our Earthquake onto a Shadow Vic, but they end up shielding. I don't know why they did that. That's a waste of a shield, because we got just the answer to the Shadow Vic here in the form of our Tropius. It is a thing of beauty. We are strapping on and lacing up the farming boots and farming this thing all the way down. We will leave this matchup with loaded energy, fully expecting that Registeel to come back in, and we are just going to spam these Leaf Blades just as fast as we can get to them. They do start to add up, guys. Although resisted, they absolutely put in the work on the very bulky Registeel here. And as you can see, already down to 50% health. Holy smokes. Tropius giving the Registeel all it can handle with resisted damage. You love to see it, guys. And I don't know if they're trying to farm down. That is not happening, guys. We will get to another Leaf Blade if they don't throw. And they do finally decide to throw, guys. How about Tropius putting in the work? That was insane. We come back in with Stunfisk, and they've got an Altaria in the back. Oh, my goodness. We are up against it, guys. Our only hope is to go for the Hurricane. Their win condition is to successfully call a bait. And one of the major keys to success in GBL is playing against your opponent's win conditions. We're going for the Hurricane, and we land it! You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, guys. And we took the shot, and it worked beautifully, as that did loads of damage to the very tanky Altaria. We can safely shield up everything and farm down, guys. We are close to back-to-back. We need back-to-back. One Weather Ball will undoubtedly get the shield from the Registeel, and we've got another one locked and loaded for the Tin Can Man. Holy smokes, how about Pelipper saying bye-bye to the Registeel and coming in clutch yet again, closing it out for us, bringing it home for us. Pelipper is amazing, guys, and good game, well played to our opponent, and that is the team, my friends. How about that to finish off the video? That was insane. Oh, that was a fun time. So, double flyers behind G-Fisk are quite strong. I like Tropius because there are a lot of teams that are double weak to Tropius, guys. A lot of people run Swampert and Trevenant on the same team, or Azumarill and Trevenant on the same team. If you can bait out that Ice type or Steel type with your Pelipper, and get it out of the way with your G-Fisk, as we saw in many of those battles, Tropius can absolutely shine. So G-Fisk does protect the two flyers from the very strong Steel types, as we saw in many of those battles. It can also handle the wall rains because it can threaten with super effective rock slides. And with Mudshot, you do get to those rock slides at a relatively fast rate. Once you get that wall rain or Steel type out of the way, Tropius, as we saw, can clean up, and Pelipper can close it strong and really bring it home for you as well. Very solid ABB style team. Guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.